back, Hallmark Hot Takers, to episode 11 of season 4 of Hallmark Hot Takes, where we watch, rate, and review all of the countdown to Christmas movies from the Hallmark channel. I'm here to explain the rating system. This is Jason.
It's a candy cane based rating system from half a candy cane to 5 candy canes. Add them together to get a score out of 10 possible amazing peppermint flavored candy canes.
Oh, you were just really bringing it tonight.
I am.
And that is based on how much we liked or disliked this movie. So I'm going to hop right into the rapid recap for Christmas Island, starring Rachel Skarsten and Andrew Walker. So meet Kate, who is a pilot who has just landed a gig as a private pilot for a very wealthy family, and she's supposed to fly them to Switzerland for Christmas. Well, unfortunately, they hit some sort of nor'easter going over the mid-Atlantic, and she has to land the plane on Christmas Island, Nova Scotia, where she meets Oliver, air traffic controller extraordinaire and all-around good guy. So the Sharp family, Thomas, Helen, Finn, and Callie, are stranded at this, they're staying at, Oliver's dad's house, and then she's staying at his sister's house. So it's a whole family affair. And they are stranded there for several days, and Kate is very, worried about this because it's a big high-profile family, and they really need to get to Switzerland, and if she doesn't get them there, they're not going to give her this job. So they end up kind of doing some things in the town, and the daughter Callie gets involved in a Santa letter writing campaign, and Kate and Oliver become close. So at the end of the movie, after doing all of these events, the weather clears on Christmas Eve so they can fly out, and the family boards the plane, and then they decide at the very last minute that, they're staying on Christmas Island through the New Year because they have found what it means to be a family and got their juju back, and Kate and Oliver meet up at the airport and kiss, and that is Christmas Island.
Was that a quick review because the dog is barking?
Partly, but also partly because...
That was the whole movie?
That was just basically the movie. There wasn't really much.
I'm going to let the dog out. And then we'll come right back for a review.
All right, sounds great. All right, the dog has been let out and back in. So now we are ready
has a bone
to review this movie. Where are we going first, likes or dislikes?
I'll let you call this one.
And we're going to go with likes first.
All right.
I mean...
Yeah, what did you like?
How it goes. I thought the private plane was pretty nice. I liked it.
That's fancy. Okay.
I know, I think you didn't like this, but I actually really love the lobster trap tree.
That is on my likes as well.
The town, instead of doing a Christmas tree, since it's a fishing town and they have lobster trappers, they gather all the town's lobster traps and they make a giant tree and light it. It was kind of cool.
Loved it, and I love the buoys to represent fallen sailors.
Yes, and that one got me a little bit because Helen, the town mayor, lost her husband. And Shane, his son, hung a buoy on the tree. And it got me. It was a little...
I liked the lobster trap tree. Loved it.
I liked his dad, Jim.
Jim was good.
I liked the old-timey sewing machine because it reminded me of one that my grandma and my mom had.
Okay, cool.
And I kind of like Finn and Callie, the Sharps' children.
Yes.
I kind of wish they had done more with them, but I'll get to that in a minute. And then I liked that when Kate woke up, she looked like she just woke up. Her hair was all crazy. She didn't have perfect makeup.
Cool.
Yeah, those were my likes.
I like Callie. She was cool. She did some of the Christmas card stuff, and there was a moment where she did her brother's card, and her brother said that he wished his sister liked him more, and I thought that got me in the feels.
And then she sent him back a letter from Santa saying that his sister loved her.
Yes.
And they had a nice moment at the end.
Yeah, and that was it. I mean, I liked the lobster tree. Did I say that yet?
You did say that.
Yeah, because that's all I liked.
I kind of liked a little bit of Oliver's story about his brother-in-law. Like, he's the one who, the sea guy who passed away. So, I don't know. It was okay.
The old man in the sea?
Sure. What did you dislike? Because I feel like we're done with likes.
This one's a stinker. I thought she was a robot and he was a jerk for a lot of this movie. Like, she had no feelings, no nothing.
Well, so,
and then he was a giant jerk in the beginning of this movie for no reason.
Right. So Kate doesn't like Christmas because her father passed away the day before Christmas several years ago, or when she was a teenager.
Right.
So she doesn't do Christmas.
No.
So being in a Christmas town, and then Oliver tries to get her Christmas mojo back is what the whole plot is wrapped around. So I thought they were okay. The problem with them is they were wholly unnecessary to this movie.
Yeah.
If the movie would have just focused on the family and them getting themselves kind of back together and the brother and sister forging a better relationship and the parents realizing, it would have been a way better movie. Like, Kate and Oliver were totally not necessary for this movie. And I think they actually made it worse. If they would have just focused on the Sharps, it would have been a much better movie. All the lights around everything at Maggie's house. Listen, I like to decorate my house. But literally, I think she was going for the Guinness Book of World Record for world's longest string of lights that can continuously be around every surface of the house. It was not good. There was a severe blizzard.
No.
But it doesn't at all impact the island.
No.
It's literally just, it sometimes snows there. They're outside in just like flannels, and she's looking at her phone and it says it's 19 degrees. These people are not dressed for the weather. I did not.
It really wasn't a bad weather at all out there.
No.
There needed to be more snow. Or pictures of bad weather.
Yeah, something.
That you could connect the two.
It was crazy. They hang ornaments on a tree before they put the lights on. What kind of rat bastard idiot does that? Nobody does that. That is not how you decorate a tree. It can't be done. How do you do that?
I like how these people haven't done this in many a years, and they were willy-nilly putting them up, and then they flashed over and flashed back, and it was perfectly put together. There's
with
no
the
way.
Lights on at that point.
They had 2 kids put these together. You ever seen a tree with ornaments put on by kids?
By like an 8-year-old?
It doesn't look.
They
perfect.
all go on the same branch at that age.
No.
A lot of scenes just to fill time because there wasn't really a story.
No.
The whole story was eventually they're going to get off this island and it's going to be hard for them to leave, or she's going to get the permanent job, which she ends up getting. But there was no real plot to hold it together. It was kind of goofy. It was a multi-day blizzard. I looked on the internet during the movie because I wanted to see what the world's longest blizzard was.
Okay.
And it happened in 1888.
Yes.
And it was a 4-day blizzard.
Interesting.
So I feel like this 5-day blizzard was very aggressively long.
Without seeing a lot of snow.
And it would be like the blizzard of the century. So I thought that was...
I thought that at one point they went out to lunch, and she's like, want to split a pizza? He's like, no, I'll surprise you. It comes back with flapjacks and syrup and stuff. Like, if you were thinking pizza...
I thought the same thing. I'd be so mad.
And then you got flapjacks? I don't think I would have liked that.
Yeah. If you really had a hankering for pizza... Because, like, sweet and savory, those are not the same flavor.
Want to split a pizza? No. How about this? How about diabetes pancakes? And then they're like, look like Santas, and they have like eyeballs that are kiwi. And then he stole the kiwi off her plate.
Maybe she was allergic.
No, I thought it was
weird.
allergic
to kiwi.
There's a moment where they go to somewhere and they're eating noodles, the lobster place, and the kid's like eating noodles
with
like his hands.
And he's way too old to be eating noodles with his hands. He's not like 3 or 4. He's like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
It was not okay.
She burns herself, and then like, I don't know, 8 hours later, he's like, let me take care of that. I'm like,
well, that's because she was unnecessarily, I'm fine. I don't like to ask for help. It's like, dude, you burnt yourself. Just
on some weird
get
looking
some
candy
ice.
too.
What do you do? Why is this the thing that you're like, I don't know. It was stupid.
Yeah.
Why wait until the last minute to send the letter? So the whole thing with Callie and Jim is because they're Christmas Island, they get all these letters to Santa, and then the parents send the letters with a pre-done response, which was also weird because
this is awful.
It didn't make any sense. So that the kids could get a letter back to Santa.
But Santa would just give them a letter.
But you would wait. Now Jim says that the letters come from all around the world.
No.
And then they wait until the 23rd of December to send these letters back. And we're supposed to believe that overnight, all of these people, that first of all, they're going to send these letters overnight. It would be incredibly expensive, which I'm assuming you pay for in advance. Fine.
Right.
But they're not going to make it there.
No.
If you get a letter that has to go to Russia and you are waiting until the 23rd of December to send that letter, I don't think it's getting to Russia.
No.
It didn't make any sense. Maybe Canada and the lower states, the lower 48, but certainly not.
No. But don't worry, they came up with this convoluted social media scanning of cards.
Which didn't make any sense.
Where are they scanning them to? Like,
and
there's no
how are
emails.
They finding these people? They're just letters. So it's not like they're looking all of these letters, which I assume number in the thousands.
Yes.
They are looking up all of these people on social media to deliver letters.
No.
This is absolutely insane. There's no way.
The movie was insane. And then like the mom makes these nice dresses for the girls and they go to this tree lighting or the lobster trap tree lighting thing. And she's dressed very nicely in these dresses. And she's like, you clean up too. You clean up well too. And he's wearing 2 types of flannel. Yeah. It's like, no, he doesn't clean up well.
With a black button-down shirt.
Like, no.
It was stupid. His dash to the airport at the end. His sister comes to get him and he's like, why? You can be sad that she's gone. Why don't you meet her at the airport? His dash to the airport made no sense. They had already said goodbye. And they didn't leave on bad terms. It was just like, oh, that really sucks. We never got a chance to see if this went anywhere. Right. You know. He dashes to the airport for no reason. So what's he going to do? I don't understand what the purpose was. And then the family just all of a sudden decided to stay anyway. So there was no tension or stakes. It was just...
Where's the family going to stay? So they're going to impose now more on Jim?
I think they are. I think they are. And Jim doesn't care. Jim says the more the merrier.
I know you just got rid of us.
But we're back. We're staying through the new year.
We're staying for another week. So thanks.
Yeah. But basically, and also I will say that Kate and Oliver cannot start a relationship. They are wholly incompatible. She is a pilot who is never in the same place. She likes to travel. That's what she wants to do. He's never left Christmas Island and is afraid of flying. And then at the end he's like, oh, maybe it's time for me to get over my fear of flying.
So what? Like, where are you going to go?
Where are you going to go? She's a pilot.
She doesn't really live anywhere.
Right. So these two are incompatible. And I got to say, this was a waste of Andrew Walker. This is the Tyler Hines movie all over again. This was a waste of Andrew Walker.
You know what was also incompatible? Me in this movie.
Oh. Well, I'm a little torn, I got to be honest.
I'm going to give it 1.
Oh, wow.
So.
That's more generous than I thought you were going to be.
1. It wasn't as horrible.
It wasn't as horrible.
But
if they would have taken Kate and Oliver out of this movie and made the whole focus on the family, it would have been perfect. They didn't need the romance because you could have put it in with the husband and wife kind of getting their groove back.
I like it.
I'm very upset.
I gave it a 1.
So I am going to... I'll give it a 1 too.
Oh, where were you dancing on the half?
I was dancing on the half because I'm mad. Yeah. I'm mad about Andrew Walker, and I think this movie was a wasted opportunity. Okay. Because it could have been a decent story.
So this ties just last time's too. Different way, 1 and 1.
You think we're getting soft? I don't think we are. I think we're getting more critical.
Yeah, the sways.
This is two bad ones in a row.
2 2s in a row.
Really? Oh, maybe I should change my rating.
It was a 1.5. You gave it a 1.5. I gave it a half. This one is a 1 and a 1.
Oh.
So.
Well, now we're getting predictable.
Yeah. Well.
Well, it is what it is. I mean, we can't. There's no bell curve. You just get what you get.
No.
So.
Fallen from grace after that 10. Just a few movies ago.
Let's move on.
All right.
Like I said, we're moving on. We're gonna put this crap show behind us, and we are going to move on to A Heidelberg Holiday, starring Jenna Claire Mason and Friedrich Brossier. It
Sure.
seems French, even though this is going to take us to Germany.
Yeah.
Heidi Heidelberg
Oh, that's
receives the dream opportunity to sell her beautiful handmade glass ornaments at the prestigious Heidelberg Christmas market in Germany. While there, she meets Lucas, a local artisan who helps her reconnect with her lost heritage.
so. Wait a minute.
International.
The movie's called The Heidelberg Holiday. Her name is Heidelberg, and the market is the Heidelberg Christmas Market.
Right.
We can get a little creative with the names, right?
Well, her name's Heidi.
Heidi
So
Heidelberg?
Yeah, that is kind of a terrible name.
No,
But
no. Why? Why would her parents
Heidi
do that?
Heidelberg.
Hello,
Yeah.
Heidi Heidelberg. Hi.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have named my kid, but I mean, it's kind of good for.
No.
It's probably good for her brand.
I hope
I'm sure it's a good brand name. For her.
I hope it.
Heidelberg handbags. That's
I hope
good.
I hope there's some story behind it. Else, it's very odd.
It's not odd. Hey, listen, this movie's already going to get a boost for Heidi, so
So it's already sitting at a 1. So it's already.
yeah.
It's already
so I feel
sitting.
good about this one.
Good. All right.
We'll see you next time.